Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So first up, I'm just going in with the Garnier Micellar water just on a cotton pad just to ensure the face is nice and clean. Before moisturizing, I'm using this Ren moisturizer that I recently got and love it, and I'm just applying that all over her face. And then I go in with the Too Faced Hangover Primer and also putting that all over. Then going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Pro Brow Palette, I'm taking the shade Soft Brown and using that to fill in her eyebrows. Then I'm just going in with the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in Light, and I'm just using that to sculpt out the brows. Then taking some MAC Fix Plus and spraying that all over, and the foundation I'm using is the Tarte Amazonian Clay, one of my new favorites for my kit. I'm using the shade Tan Sand, I believe. I'll leave it listed down below if it's not the color, but I love this foundation. It literally is so flawless and full coverage but doesn't look cakey. I just sometimes find if you apply too much of the MAC Studio Fix, it can look cakey. But this one, you can literally apply as much as you want and it won't look cakey. I just love the way it settles into the skin. So yeah, really loving that one. And then I'm just going in with the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in Light and just using that underneath her eyes, and then going ahead to putting it on her chin, Cupid's bow, and then down the bridge of her nose and a bit on her forehead, and then blending it all in. Then I'm taking a mixture of the Laura Mercier Translucent Powder and the RCMA No Color Powder and just using that underneath her eyes to bake the concealer. Then just placing a little bit more of the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer on the eyelids to act as a primer, and then using some translucent powder to set the eyelids in place. Then taking the Australis Fresh and Flawless Face Powder in the shade Darkest Brown, and I'm just using that to set the rest of her face. For eyes, I'm taking the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm taking the shade Burnt Orange, which is right there, and I'm using that in her crease as a transition color. Then taking Makeup Geek's Frappe Single Eyeshadow and just putting that mainly on the outer corners and like lightly sweeping it in the crease area just to give it a little bit more definition. Then taking Rose Gold by Kylie Cosmetics and just placing that in the inner corners of her eyes. This is like half empty, guys, and I'm freaking out because it was limited edition and I need something like this. If you guys know of any dupes, please leave it in the comments below. I'm obsessed with this color. So I'm just really packing that on the inner corners. Then I'm taking Love Letter from also the Modern Renaissance palette. It's more of like a cranberry color, and just placing that straight over the top of the rose gold cream shadow. And then I'm taking Cypress Umber, which was a really dark brown, and just using that and concentrating that on the outer corners. Then also taking Burnt Orange, which was a transition shade, and popping that in the lower lash line. And then I go ahead to use the Reddy and Pinky shade as well. Then going in with the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Skin Frost in the shade Ice Cold. I always use this on the inner corners. It's so intense. I love it. And I'm just placing that on the brow bone as well. Then I'm taking the Maybelline Eye Studio Gel Liner in the black, and I'm just using that to line her upper lash line. And then I'm just going in with the Benefit They're Real mascara on a disposable mascara wand and just coating her top lashes in preparation for falsies. The lashes I used were the Model Rock lashes in the shade 236. It comes in a bulk pack. They're amazing, and I'm just popping them on with some Duo lash glue. Then I'm taking the Too Faced Sweethearts bronzer and using that to bronze up her face. I went for a really bronzy look today, so I'm just using that on her cheekbones, around her forehead, on her jawline, and then on the sides of her nose. Then taking the Laura Mercier translucent powder, I'm just using that to bake her contour. Just on my beauty blender, I'm just creating a line directly underneath. Then taking the gorgeous Hourglass Holiday palette, I'm taking the blush and I'm just placing that on the apples of her cheeks, and this blush was absolutely amazing. I can't wait to try the other colors from the kit as well. Then taking this Ofra highlighter in the shade Rodeo Drive and using that on her cheekbones. Then I put a little bit above her brow bone, and then Cupid's bow and tip of her nose as well. This highlighter is so amazing. I was actually going to leave her waterline blank, but I was like, no, that's totally not me to keep the waterline blank, especially with someone with light green eyes. So I'm placing the Maybelline Eye Studio gel liner in her waterline, then taking Cypress Umber, and I'm just using that on a flat definer brush and really smudging that into her lower lash line. Then I'm taking the Gerard Cosmetics Nude Lip Liner and obviously using that to line her lips. For lipstick, I used Cherish by MAC, one of my favorites for my kit. It's been a really popular shade when someone just asks for a nude lip, and it's just amazing. So obviously I'm just using that to fill in her lips, and then I just go over it with a clear gloss, the Rimmel one. So to set the face, I'm just using the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray, and that is the final look done. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and if you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up for me and comment below what you would like to see next on my channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.